Hi, it's Neva at timeforinvesting.com, and this week I'm answering a question that's from Janelle. She sent me several questions. Janelle, I am going to answer all your questions, and today I'm just going to answer one, and it was about how am I balancing being a wife and a mom with Rachel, and come eat your balance, right? And how I do this with being a wife and a mom, and just being a business person and everything. So first, right, today's Sunday. This is my lazy day. Besides one of Rachel's classmates had a party today. That's it for me for the day, okay? Those boxes back there, if you can see those boxes, those are my Peapod boxes. So that's one of the things that I do. I do not go to the grocery store and do these humongous shopping sprees. The cart is like piled high, and then I have Rachel with me. I mean, I would get home, I'd be so exhausted after the grocery shopping. I'm like, we're gonna have pizza for dinner, okay? I will order pizza. This is after I just spent $400 at the grocery store. But I'm so exhausted, I'm like, I can't cook now. So I don't do that anymore. So I know people talk about all this balance stuff. For me, there's some things I just drop. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's not working, right? So I go on, it's peapod.com, and I'm not even sure what locations where they do this, but I go to peapod.com, order all my groceries. So I have a particular diet. So I have to go to the grocery store, there's certain things I have to buy, and then I have to cook. And so what I do, my alarm is set for 5 a.m. I get at 5 a.m. The first thing I'm doing, after I pray and everything, is I'm cooking dinner, right? That's what I do. I cook dinner in the morning. And the reason this is I got to this from trial and error. I've tried so many things. And the reason why I do this is because you can read any happy home, happy marriage book, and they'll tell you that it is very important for the family to eat together. And with our schedules and running around, we're so successful, that is something that would really happen, when we would eat together. And so to fix that, what I finally got to work is if I get up and cook dinner first thing in the morning, if I walk in the house 8 o'clock, if my husband walks in 8 o'clock, all we're doing is warming up the food and we'll sit and eat together. So, I do that maybe like 3 times a week or so. And, we get to eat dinner several times a week together. And that's very, very important, because one of the things I'll be open with you is I'm not trying to, I want to be successful financially, but I also want a happy home. So there's a lot of adjustments that I've had to make to my life to balance that, because I want to be successful and have a happy marriage and have, a happy, healthy, spiritual home. So these are the sacrifices that I'm making on that end. So that works for me, right? So I get up, I cook first thing in the morning, dinner's ready. Sometimes I take some for lunch, my husband takes some for lunch, whatever. And we get to eat dinner together several times a week. The next thing I would say is, for me, that I would recommend to other people is you need to get a cleaning service. I don't care if you live in a tiny apartment, you have to be organized and you have to have your area clean where you are. And that was something that I was doing. And I had a hard time hiring someone. People kept telling me to get a clean lady, and I don't know if it's my background. I don't come from, like a rich background, and I was born in Jamaica, I'm West Indian, and I just kept saying, I am the woman of the house. I clean my own house. And, basically, like I said, like on a day like today, like Sunday, oh my goodness, I'd be here cleaning for like 5-6 hours to get the whole house clean. Then I'm like exhausted. My husband's like, oh, let's go out, let's watch a movie together. Man, I would fall asleep in a movie after all that. I'm so tired, right? I'm so tired. I'm like, he's like, so, and even like right now while I'm doing this video, my husband's doing his homework, so it's not like I can say, I'm not going to clean this, your turn to clean. So you got to balance that. Is it more important for us to get the cleaning lady so that my husband can do his homework right now and advance, in his career? It's a give and take. And like they always say, you read these books on, you have to watch what other successful people are doing. And what they say is you have got to get out of those minimum wage jobs. And that would be one of them. Okay? If you're trying to get some stuff, as soon as you get, your first deal, you need to put that money aside for that, because you'll be able to make more money because you have more time. Because, when you are successful, you're making more than that. So give that to somebody else. So that's been vital to me. That's one of the biggest things, because it's one of the hardest things I had to do. It sounds so crazy, but it was very, very hard for me to get a cleaning lady. And the only reason I actually got one was one day, years ago, I was leaving work late and I was complaining how I had to go home and clean. And my boss at the time said, "You don't have a cleaning lady? Are you crazy? You're a manager. All the hours you work?" And she gave me this referral. She's like, "Here, you call her. She's been my cleaning lady for years. You better call her. This is your new cleaning lady," So I am so glad that I did, because oh my goodness, it's been a lifesaver for me. I still have to clean here and there, but they come in and do like a real heavy, deep clean, and it just makes a humongous difference. So I definitely recommend that. Third thing that I do is, before I forget, I don't watch any TV. I have some shows set to record, and if I pull up on my recording, everything is like, I probably have like 10 episodes of the shows waiting for me, because I don't, to come home from work, and spend 2 hours, 4 hours watching TV is crazy. I don't watch the news. I go online and get the weather. It's just a complete waste of time. The negative news, I don't need that. You don't need that. And most of the things that they're reporting, there's nothing that me or you, we can't do anything about it, okay? So you don't need to sit and watch it for 2-4 hours a day, not actually, because they do these statistics all the time with the number of hours people are spending watching TV. As my dad would say, you're watching people that have already made their money. Why are you gonna sit there for 2 hours of your life watching somebody else? All the time you watch these interviews, these actors and actresses, they don't even watch TV. You know what I'm saying? Their assistants update them who the other stars are, because they don't even watch TV. They don't even know who's in Hollywood until their assistants tell them. So don't waste your time doing that. So that's another thing. And then another thing I do is I have a virtual assistant. She's out in Georgia. And she moves around too, because sometimes she goes visit her family. It doesn't really matter where she is, because I'm here, I'm in the DC area, she's in Georgia. And actually I'll put her contact information in, because she's really great. She answers my phone, she does like my mileage logs and things like that. She's always sending me emails, prompting me, reminding me on things that I need to do that I'm falling behind on. So she's really great. Her name's Dee. And I didn't even know I didn't know the concept of a virtual assistant. And the way it works is that I pay her per the minutes that she works. So instead of because that's what you would think, right? Like, you have to get this full-time person. Instead of you doing that, you hire someone, you only pay them the exact, they charge you the minutes that they're working on your projects. So she answers my phones and goes, and all this type of stuff, and helps me. She emails me, somebody's trying to reach me. Because that's another thing, is get off that answering your cell phone all the time. Oh, goodness gracious. That's one of the biggest things. Even now, my family, they're always yelling at me that I don't pick up the phone. They're trying to reach me. I'm like, leave a message. But that's the thing. You got to get off the phone, because you have to plan your day out and don't allow people to get you off track. So you don't need to answer every call where people are calling you. Let them leave a message, and then you go back through, prioritize who you need to call back. So, those are some of the things that I can think of right off the bat that I do. Right, look at her, just ate a jelly sandwich, got all the jelly all over her face now. But this is, this is what And what are we going to go do now? I think we're going to go make lunch for tomorrow. So take care and remember to subscribe to my channel. And I'll do weekly tips and put a video out every week. So subscribe and share. And the more you share, I share, we all win, right? Bye-bye. See you next week.